And we welcome you live to the Panther Pit, site of tonight's Mountain 7 Conference Clash between the Pisgah Black Bears and the Franklin Panthers on a Thursday night of football. I'm George Young alongside Byron McClure as we get set for kickoff tonight. Had to beat the rain from the hurricane that's coming over the weekend, and so they moved this one up a day. Byron, do you think it'll affect any of the play tonight?
Well, it must affect the gate. I had a hard time finding a parking spot. We need to investigate this Thursday night football
People must
thing.
like Thursday night. I don't know.
But, you know, it does. It shortens the week of preparation for both teams. Obviously, both teams on equal footing. They both have a fewer days. But in football, those days of preparation are huge.
Well, these two teams come into tonight's contest desperately wanting a win in the conference. Pisgah dropped to 0-1 in the conference 2 weeks ago, went out of conference last week, and Franklin took a tough loss on the road to Tuscola 31-7 last Friday and suffered their first loss after winning against East Henderson 2 weeks ago. It's been a long time since we've been here at the Pit, but the good news is 4 of the next 5 here at the Pit.
I'm going to have to miss one of those, as you well know, but it is good to be home. And these two teams both in really a must-win situation, George, really in order to keep their hopes alive in the conference. And, of course, as you and I were just mentioning a second ago, the common crossover opponent here for these two teams, Swain County. They both have a loss at the hands of Swain County. Of course, Franklin Panthers took Swain to overtime here in the Pit and lost. And the win, Swain over Pisgah, a little bit more decisive. I think it was 13 points or so. But that is the common opponent for these two teams in this short season so far.
We'll check in with our sideline analyst, Mike Wood, here in just a few moments as we've got the band out on the field, and they're going to be welcoming on both teams. The Panthers will come out of the locker room very, very shortly, as we've got about 6 minutes until we will kick this one off here at the Pit. One thing that the Pisgah Black Bears are very accustomed to is playing on the road. They're on the road again, 10-2 last season, 4 years in a row that they have either shared or won the conference outright, but no games at Memorial Stadium in Canton since March of 2021. Of course, it was the flood last August that prevented the Pisgah Black Bears are playing at Memorial Stadium last year, and that has continued through this year, trying to get all the repairs done and the funding for the repairs. And I read an article today, Byron, that possibly they won't even play next year, depending on what happens with some of the repairs that are the electrical repairs and with all the supply chain issues that we've got going on. So hopefully they can get that settled and play next year, but they're familiar with the road atmosphere, so that's not going to faze the Black Bears. You know, and most of us all know the utter devastation they faced in that community. As a matter of fact, you know, last spring when my youngest son was playing golf and we were going over to Springdale out 281, I was in awe of what that storm did. The remnants of that devastation is still there. And I know it's been tough on that whole community not to play football there along the river where they are famous for being so tough. But what I also know from a former life is I would say, and I don't know this for a fact, but I'd say that, FEMA and flood zone and insurance probably is creating some delays and really some let's say misunderstanding about where you can build and how you can build and how you get your money and all that kind of thing. I hope for their sake they get that figured out. The kids, for the kids that come through Pisgah for this number of years don't get to play in that stadium, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, it is. And hopefully if things go the way that our leaders want, Franklin could be in that boat next year if they go ahead and start building on the brand new Franklin High School. But there's a lot to be determined before that'll take place, so they could be in the same boat next year. Well, it's a beautiful night for football. We've got a lot of kids. We've got the middle school band that performed with the high school band, the national anthem, right before we came on the air. And so it is a raucous atmosphere already. The stands across the way are filled with folks from Canton, which is to be expected. The captains for both teams are coming out onto the field. We'll have the toss of the coin very, very shortly. As you see, they're walking out to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 37 officially, and they'll have the toss of the coin, and we'll get this one underway as the Panthers are just about ready to come onto the field in the end zone. They are joined by the Community League ball players as well. So there's going to be a ton of red that's about to come through.
Football. Y'all ready to play? All right, y'all captains for a reason. Help take care of your teams, all right? Help each other up and stop on the whistle. Nothing dumb out here, all right? Got a blue side's the head and that's the tail. A head and the tail. Y'all the visitors, don't you call it before I flip it. Call enough loud enough for the captain to hear it.
Okay.
What do you have?
Heads.
Calls the heads. It is the heads.
We like to defer.
And so Pisgah has won the toss and has elected to defer for the second half. So the Panther offense will be out onto the field first. Let's talk about last week, Byron, real quick before we head down and talk with our sideline analyst, Mike Wood. Tough one in Waynesville. 31-7 was the final last Friday night in a game that a lot of bad luck hit the Panthers early on.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, that final score is indicative of how that game was going. There are some plays along the way that really could have flipped that thing around in the fortune of the Panthers. And that's not taking anything away from Tuscola. I think they're a great football team. And I'm not saying that we've made mistakes that kept us from winning, but certainly some mistakes early on. And even into the third quarter, I think that were very critical for us. So, unfortunately, we had some injuries that night, and we're playing from behind, which is tough for us to do.
Let's check in with our sideline analyst. We've talked about him. He is out on the field. It's Mike Wood, and it's a beautiful night for football. And how's the locker room? You were in there. Last week was a tough one in Waynesville.
Yeah, a lot of commotion going on in there, a lot of coaching. The kids are definitely fired up on this beautiful evening to play some ball. Tonight it's going to come down to execution. Offense needs to execute. I think we're up against a defense. We can move the ball on a little bit. And then on defense, we've got to get them off the field on third down. They've got a couple explosive players that you guys studied your film, number 2, number 3, and 25. They can score the ball. So we're going to key on them. Had a chance to chat with Coach Jay. He's pretty confident on his offensive line. Matt Bradley's got defensive coordinator's got some schemes going on. And actually, I heard you guys talking about Tuscola. It was actually good we're short a day this week. We've moved on, which Coach Josh does anyway, but we moved on quickly from that game, learned, studied the film, and I think we're in for an evenly matched ball game tonight, guys.
Thank you, Mike. We'll check in with you throughout the ball game as the final seconds tick off of the scoreboard clock. The band heads off the field, and we are just about ready to get this Mountain 7 conference clash underway. Really looking forward to this one. It's been 28 days since the Panthers have played here at the pit. And if you just joined us, you heard Byron talking in the very open about the fact that there are a ton of folks that have parked out in the parking lot. They're still making their way in to the Panther pit. So I think the community has been wanting some Panther football here at the pit.
Got that fall nip in the air. People have football on the mind. And let me say, from our friends over in Haywood County that are watching, because I know they are. We're that good. But they always travel so well. I mean, you're going to see some pans with this camera over there, and you'll see what kind of crowd they have. And that's how they travel every Friday.
Pisgah has come out onto the field. They have teed it up to kick it away to the Panthers. As their kicker, Walker Fox, a junior for Coach Brent Chappell, has teed it up. He's awaiting the official signal. Waldrop back deep to receive, along with Clayton Gwynn. And it is a short kick. Takes a hop at the 20, picked up by Waldrop at the 15, 20, 25. Waldrop weaves his way in traffic to about the 31-yard line. And that's where the Panthers take over 1st and 10 to open the ball game. Our scoreboard, by the way, is brought to you by Parkdale Mills Plant number 24. It's the largest private employer in Rabun County. They offer real living wages and benefits. They're hiring. Find them online. Check out their job openings, parkdalemills.com. PantherFootball.com and click on the plant number 24 when you find them online at ParkdaleMills.com. They are sponsoring our fantastic on-screen scoreboard. 11:50 remaining in the opening quarter as Anders and company come out on offense. They'll look at their wrist, get the play from the sideline. They'll spread the field on first down. 4 wides. Anders hands off to Watts. Watts got a seam, 40. Braden Watts across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Good way to start the first play of the ball game.
Mike, let's go ahead and talk about that interesting look the Panthers just put out there.
Well, you know they're going to spread it out. You guys saw last week they got 9 players within 4 yards of the ball. Worked on it this week. Couple doubles. Get those corners, those outside backers to spread out a little bit. We can run our scheme. They tighten up. We'll start chunking it. Should look for a good game plan tonight.
First down and 10 at the 49. But again, they'll send 4 wides. A man goes in motion. It's Anders going to take off. Straight quarterback keep, and he is going to be tackled at about the line of scrimmage by Matthew Bennett for Coach Brett Chappell's squad. A gain of a yard, 2nd and 9.
And for the folks who haven't watched in a week or two, that is Ty Hanley out wide. He was the man in motion there. As the Panthers give a look, they have not given so far this year, and that's the lone man in the backfield, which is the senior, number 14, Braden Watts.
Again, Anders working out of the gun as Hanley goes in motion. Hand in the backfield. It's Watts again. And he is going to weave his way in traffic across the 50 to about the 45 of the Black Bears. Gains around 4, maybe 5. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Panthers.
Yeah, you mentioned number 15, Ty Hanley, senior there, Byron, for the game today. I said, hey, Ty, how you feeling? Perfect. He stared right at me and walked off, so he's ready to go. You know he's hurting a little bit on the shoulder.
3rd and 4. We've got a flag right before the snap from the far side official.
We have enough men on the line of scrimmage. I didn't catch that, guys. You?
Sideline warning.
Yeah.
It's going to go against Pisgah, so that's why the far side official threw the flag, and it's a warning, and then you get some penalty yardage if you get a second. Hanley takes it out, far side, first down, 40, chopped down to the 35 of the Black Bears. That'll move the chains, and a new look again as you get some motion and get Hanley outside wide.
Panthers go back to the offset eye there, run a play that's very familiar. We'll just call it left side. I know the number and call name there, but I think that'll bore people to death. But Ty Hanley off the left side, and that guard wraps around and gets out there in front of him. Good job by Ty Hanley.
First down for the Panthers as we tick under 9:40 left here in the first quarter. Glad that you are with us. I'm George Young alongside Byron McClure and Mike Wood for some Mountain 7 Conference football action on YouTube and Facebook. Deep handoff, Hanley in traffic. And Hanley spun down at about the 30. Gains about 5. Yeah, going to be 5 on the carry for Hanley. 2nd down, they'll say a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
That's Panther football right there, 4 to 6 yards at a play on the ground. Hanley, good run. Cut it up the middle. The backer got him. Nice gain for the Panthers.
Cut that right up there between the guard and the tackle there on that right side for the Panthers.
That was a little something on film study this week, last week, and last week was last week, but the pulling guard kept taking the backer on the inside. They wanted it to go on the outside. Worked on that this week.
2nd and 4. Hanley caught in the backfield. Now that's going to be Braden Watts caught in the backfield. Helmet goes flying off of a Black Bear. Watts lost a couple. They'll push it back to the 33.
That one had no chance from the beginning.
3rd down and 6. 8:40. Clock's a ticking here in the opening quarter.
4 down territory on the 20-year history of Coach Josh. We know that.
Pass
Hang on.
is caught at the 22. That's going to be enough for a Panther first down as Bo Paulson secured that one. He bobbled it, went down almost to a knee, able to secure it for the first down.
Nice catch by Bo Paulson, a kid that is learning to play the tight end and wide out positions.
Almost caught it between his legs on that replay.
Looks like he went about 6 yards and just turned his numbers to the quarterback.
First and 10, under center. It's Anders, quick hitter. It's Watts. Watts pushing the pile. A couple of Bears on his back to the 19, maybe the 18-yard line.
You know, guys, we haven't had a chance to really talk about it, but what a nice piece. I think it was in was it Citizen Times that put a piece out about Braden and all the physical troubles he'd been through and able to fight through them and be back out here for his senior year. Kudos to, obviously, to the media outlet, but obviously kudos to number 14. That's a kid that's built for that kind of thumping you take at the line of scrimmage.
Second down.
Hit him.
Braden
Yeah.
try to get the corner. Watts out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain. Let's see where they mark him here. It's going to bring up third down at about 5, maybe 6. Only a gain of a yard as we tick towards 7 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. If you just joined us, the opening possession of the ball game, it's all Panthers so far. They have held the football since the opening kick. Clock stopped for some reason. Is there an injury? Oh, he got out of bounds. That's right. It was running for a moment there. Third down and 4. Shotgun for Anders. Hanley on a wing to his right. Watts cuts it up. Has some blockers. Down to the 9-yard line. That'll be enough for another Panther first down. Move the change. It's first and goal.
Same play. Made a little bit of adjustment. Had Hanley block out on the end, and Big Watts cut right up the middle for the first down.
Good job there. Who is that? Aiden Stewart, number 56?
Yep. Senior offensive lineman.
Mark it at the 9-yard line, so it's first and goal as we tick under 7 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter.
Beautiful first drive.
Anders, quick hitter again. It's Watts. Fights his way to about the 5. They'll push him back to the 6. That's where they're going to mark him. Watts gains 2.
Yeah, guys, hate to say it, we're still missing a couple of real space eaters on the offensive and defensive line. Jacob Gibson injured last week. I hope we're going to get him back. And noticeably absent from this offensive line is Maddox Waldrop, who suffered an injury in his return game a few weeks ago. So
injuries have been a story this season for sure.
Yeah. The shoulder injury has been the story this year, that's for sure.
Hensley not going to play tonight. He's injured. Second down, pitch, Hanley going nowhere. Nice tackle by Carter Browning for the Black Bears. He shot the gap and chopped Ty Hanley down for about a 3, maybe 4-yard loss back to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, he saw that one the whole way, man. He was not fooled by anything and just busted right up in the hole there and took the tackle.
Going to be third down and goal.
Guys, coming on 6.5 minutes.
Opening possession of the ball game. It's been all Panthers. See what Coach Josh Brooks draws up. We've got a whistle, and looks like Coach Josh Brooks wants to talk it over. So let's take a break. Timeout on the field. Back after this.
Leading the world in yarn manufacturing and fiber technology, Parkdale Mills Plant Number 24 is located just 18 miles from Franklin and is the largest private employer in Raven County. With 29 manufacturing plants in the U.S., Mexico, and South America, the Raven Gap Parkdale plant leads all 29, with roughly 3 million pounds of yarn produced each week. Our American-made yarn is used in popular printed t-shirts such as Fruit of the Loom, Carhartt, Nike, and Under Armour. Offering real living wages and benefits, our average hourly employee earns over $40,000 annually, and we need talented people who are ready to shape the future of the textile industry. To join the Parkdale family, find us online at parkdalemills.com. Call us at 706-746-5004 or visit us in person at 815 John Beck Dawkins Road in Raven Gap, Georgia. We are Parkdale Mills.
Welcome back out of the timeout. It's 3rd and goal for the Panthers. As Anders grabs the snap, drops, heaves, out of bounds. Though it's 4th and goal. And what will Coach Josh Brooks do? Is he going to send the field goal unit out? Yes, he will. This will be a short field goal.
Coach Matt Corbin and Daniel Riddle, kicker, have been working real hard lately. Hopefully we can get some good execution. We got Ashton Shope holding it there.
It's going to be a 27-yarder. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. So at the 5:04 mark, Franklin strikes first. It's 3-0 back after this.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
7-minute possession.
Welcome back. As we come back, you're exactly right, Byron. That was 7 minutes. That was taken off the clock of the opening possession of this football game. And we have seen ball control out of this Panther squad all season. In fact, it was about a 13-minute drive in Cherokee, 25 plays they had a couple of weeks back. And that's the Coach Josh Brooks offense. As Daniel Riddle added a 28-yard field goal as the Panthers take a 3-0 lead. Riddle has teed it up, and he's going to kick it away to the Black Bears. Going to be a short kick, angled far side. Is on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by a Black Bear. Sat down there for a while, and eventually picked up and tackled at about the 32-yard line. That's where the Pisgah Black Bears will take over. 1st down and 10 with their first offensive possession of this ball game. And that had shades of last week, Byron, as at Tuscola, a kickoff just sat on the turf for a long time.
Yeah, and that was one of those plays I was talking about, just a mental breakdown. We had an opportunity to pick that up, and we didn't. Ran right by it. And that was one of those plays that I was mentioning before.
Pisgah's first opportunity. Aaron Clark, your quarterback, sets up in the gun, now going to pitch it out wide. Cuts it out. Look out. Logan Free, 50, 40. Logan Free, flag down, caught from behind at about the 30-yard line. We'll check the flag that came in.
Yeah. Man, I'm afraid they're going to get Bo Paulson right here.
Maybe a face mask?
No.
Blocking the back?
Mike, are they going to get him for helmet to helmet?
Byron, I'll tell you, I didn't see that. Did not see that.
Blocking it back on the
thank
offense. 10-yard penalty. Result of
I just know where that flag was thrown at the very end, and probably he was having a hard time getting out of his pocket. I didn't like it. That play was made possible, though. Nice little cut there by Free, who was looking inside and had a blocker running free, not engaged with anybody, but big enough to where our defender sort of lost him. He cut it back out and had that space.
Has stayed in the backfield for a long time. Logan Free, a senior for Coach Brett Chappell. Shotgun again for Aaron Clark. Wilson, Reynolds in motion, now going deep. Jump ball, and incomplete, late flag, as they'll get Ben Waldrop for pass interference. Trying to hit Caden Robinson.
Ben,
here's the replay. He didn't turn around, I guess is what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Pass interference on the defense. They did announce it.
Yeah, he sure enough didn't turn around, but I think that matters when there's a little bit of physicality or play on the ball. To be honest with you, I think Caden, who doesn't drop many, might have just dropped that. So I don't know.
That'll move it down inside the 30 to the 26.
Here's what I do know. They're on the 26.
They are.
Yeah.
And the Black Bears marching. Aaron Clark, shotgun. Hands to Free. Slimy right up the middle. Down to the 19. Logan Free gains 7. Going to bring up second and short. Closing in on 4 minutes left here in the opening quarter. If you just joined us, we appreciate you tuning in tonight on this Thursday night of football. Trying to beat the rain, moving in with Hurricane Ian over the weekend. I think every ball game in this area has been moved to Thursday night, so we'll check that scoreboard from across the mountains coming up. I know there's a big Mountain 7 conference game happening in Mills River tonight. Logan Free gets the call again. Free. Hemmed in and drops. No gain. In fact, he lost a yard. Back to about the 20-yard line. West Henderson and Smoky are doing battle. Both teams undefeated in the Mountain 7 Conference. We'll take a look at those conference standings when we get a chance. But both teams have controlled the football. A lot of ball control offense between Brett Chappell and Josh Brooks. That's what they like.
Hey guys, I'm from my angle, I can't tell. Is that 65 on the field, Mike? Might have spoke too soon a little earlier about Maddox.
It's 55, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 55. Third down, low snap.
Get him.
Got to be close. We'll see where they mark him. As Aaron Clark, the quarterback, just did what he could after the low snap. He's going to be short of the line to gain. 4th down and 2 for the Black Bears. Decision time for Coach Brett Chappell. Pisgah, if you didn't hear the open, defending conference champion. They've won it 4 years in a row. Panthers' last conference championship came in 2017. They're going for it. 4th down and 2. Clark shotgun. Going to take off. Clark. Where are they going to mark it? Is the question.
Yeah.
Short.
Unless he gets some kind of favorable spot.
You're right there on it, Mike. What you think?
It's definitely short unless something changes in the next 30 seconds.
Got a great shot down the line here on Phillips' camera.
There's progress right there, and that's what, a yard and a half out from the
4th down. Turnover.
This will be a turnover on downs. They gave him a pretty good spot. The officials did.
It'll be close. Yeah, it's
Leave the stadium. Looks short down here, guys. I'm 10 yards from it. Definitely short from across the field.
They'll stretch it out. You've got a great view on our camera from Phillips' angle.
Yeah, that's going to be short by a foot.
Oh, yeah. Turnover on downs.
There you go, defense.
Man, that's big. That's real big. This early in the game, two offenses that are really dependent upon grinding it out offensively. Huge stop for the Panther defense.
Want to give a shout out as we approach top of the hour of 8 o'clock to some of our generous donors in our last broadcast on PayPal. If you can't support us via the corporate sponsorship route, you can via PayPal. After this play, we've got some shout outs as they'll work quickly. Out of the gun, it's Anders, got a hand right up the middle. Watts to about the 22.
I'm interested in hearing this list right here. You know?
Speaking of Hanley, Joyce Hanley, she gave us a generous donation. We really do appreciate it. I know Joyce watches a ton of our broadcasts.
Love Miss
Also,
Joyce.
Brenda Garner, thank you for giving us a generous donation. And Mark Guy, thanks, Mark, for your generous donation. And to everybody who gave us something last week to support our broadcast. Goes a long way to keeping these broadcasts free and doing more and more as the seasons stack up. Gain of 4 for Watts. He's going to get the handoff again. Watts gets hit at the line of scrimmage but pushes forward to the 26-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy.
You know, and as much as I want to say that's because of me, you and Mike, I mean, I got to tell you, if I was not having to call these ball games and my choice was sit at home, this camera works excellent.
Yeah, baby.
Third down, just a straight quarterback keep right up the middle. That'll move the sticks up to the 29-yard line. Absolutely. Phillip on cameras. Also Christine down in the crowd. We got Braulio on cameras. And they do a fantastic job of giving you shots like you're seeing right now. And, of course, Clinton on master control, running the replays, doing a fantastic job.
The Wizard of Oz behind the curtain back here.
He had a scare right before we came on. The screen went black. And you hate that when you're looking at a computer and it's just
good.
It's the timer is just circling. That's never a good sign. But it came back and we're good so far. Hanley,
Run him over.
bulldozing his way to about the 40-yard line.
Mike, that's an extra 5 yards, wasn't it?
That's 2 studs. I think they're friends, 2 from Pisgah 15. That's 2 studs going at it in the weight room right there. That was fun. And then when you guys were talking about other stuff, man, Watts gained 4 yards there and was hitting the backfield. He's grinding those legs in the middle.
Clock ticking. We're down to 23 seconds in the first quarter. It was not a first down. 9 yards on the gain for Ty Hanley. They may drain the clock as Anders is looking up at the clock. There's about a 2-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. And, yeah, they're going to be able to drain it all the way down to double zeros. So 1 quarter in the books here at the pit. Franklin holds a 3-0 lead as we head to break. Stay with us.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
Welcome back as we head to the second quarter here at the pit. Our scoreboard, as you see, it has 12 minutes up on our fantastic Parkdale Mills scoreboard. It's brought to you by the fine folks at Parkdale Mills, Raven Gap, Georgia. Plant number 24, they're looking for talented people right now who are ready to shape the future of the textile industry. You can give them a call at 706-746-5004, or you can find them online. Find the job opportunities that could be for you at parkdalemills.com. Second down in the yard. Right up the middle goes Davis Anders. And he is going to pick up about 5 yards up to the 44. That'll move the sticks.
Davis Anders, always a good option to run the football. I mean, we talk about Braden, we talk about Ty. Davis is built pretty thick, too.
You know what I was going to say? Davis Anders, I was talking to Coach Bradley, defensive coordinator, getting some insight. Anders came up and stood next to us to ask some instruction. That's a pretty stout young man right there.
Yeah, he's big shoulders, back, chest, well built.
We have one of our employees at YA Insurance that said, a pretty little girl, he said, if he ever gets player of the game, I'd like to be in that picture. You got to love high school football, huh, guys? Thursday night, perfect weather. Everybody's grinding out here. Two even match teams. A lot of fun.
We got a timeout on the field. Let's take another break. Stay with us.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Welcome back. Make that 11:40 left here in the second quarter. 3-0 Panthers. If you just joined us, Franklin took the opening kickoff and drained over 6 minutes off the clock. Kicked a field goal after they drove down to the 10-yard line, but couldn't punch it in on 3rd and goal. First down and 10 at the 48 of their very own. Out of the timeout. Anders under center this time, and he's just going to take off. Nobody was covering. Right up the middle, Davis Anders for about 13.
Oh, he's so mad that kid got a hold of his foot. I got to go out there and do an ID check. Was that Davis Anders? That kid come out of there fast. I mean, he looked like a rocket coming out of there, Mike. Looked good, didn't he? Check this out. Boom. Look at that. Look at that takeoff. Oh,
Shoestring.
Man. That step right after the line of scrimmage was good, Davis.
First down at the 43. Swing pass. Caught. Hanley tried to turn the corner. Upended at the 38. Hanley about a 5-yard gain on first down. It'll be second down and about 5 coming up. Also want to mention, we talked about our generous donations via PayPal. If you would like to and you can't support via the corporate route with their sponsorship, you can do so with the PayPal link that is in the comment section of both the YouTube and Facebook stream of the Franklin Panthers Sports Network. It goes a long way to helping us continue to keep these broadcasts free and available for anybody who's got an internet connection and can log on to Facebook or YouTube. Clock ticks, 10:40 left. Second down and 4 as Anders spreads the field. Going to hand to Watts. Braden to the 31. He'll pick up another Panther first down. That'll move the sticks.
Mike, it just seems like we're on 3 or 4 plays. We're one little shoestring tackle away from breaking that joker wide open, man.
Yeah, the offensive line doing a good job against this scheme. They're opening up holes. That's all you can ask for is give him the first 3 to 5 yards, and the rest is on his own. That's the way the football's laid out, and I think they're executing really, really well tonight. Watch that offensive line this time fire off the ball, starting at the center, Mason, all the way down left and right.
Anders, 4 wides. Fakes the jet sweep. Anders takes off, and he's going to be tackled again by the shoestrings down to the 27. Anders gains about 4.
And then like you're talking about, so 55's pulling around the corner. He's getting leverage on his guy, but he doesn't know which way Anders is going. And if he's got leverage the other way, you played offensive line by him. That's hard to maintain a block.
It is. Yeah, especially you see 24 right there in that replay. Had his shoulders turned. That is tough. It's tough to read, and get that little yellow hanky out there when you put your hands on the back of the jersey. So
gain of 4 for Anders at 2nd and 6. Swing pass caught.
Yeah.
Going nowhere is Hanley.
Fortunate right there, Mike.
Yeah, you know, I have flashbacks. Cecil Pollock Murphy.
Yeah.
His very first play as a quarterback in high school, that exact same play. And Murphy took it the other way for 6.
Can I just call out the fact that we managed to work Cecil into this broadcast?
I don't think we did last broadcast.
We've got, I mean, we pulled it off. We pulled it off. Cecil's done. Cecil just turned it off.
He was waiting. I wonder if you had a running bet on how long it was going to take. 8:44. Clock is continuing to tick in the second quarter as it is a 3rd down and 6. As Anders takes off. Got a hand to Hanley. Hanley weaving his way and hurdles a guy down to the 25, but he's still going to be well shy of the line to gain. 4th down, I'm sure they'll go for it. It's going to be 4th and about 4, it looks like.
Yeah, because this one's about a 43-yarder. Maybe right outside the window of comfort.
Yeah, Daniel's over here doing his stretches. He's ready.
Well, we're down to 14 seconds on the play clock.
Ben Waldrop checks in.
Franklin only has 1 timeout left. As you can see, there's timeouts on our live scoreboard, Parkdale Mills scoreboard. They're going quick. 2 seconds, 1, and we've got whistles.
Timeout.
And they're going to burn their last timeout, will the Panthers. So let's take a quick one as well. Stay with us. Welcome back. Still in a timeout. Decision time for Coach Josh Brooks on 4th down and 4 with 7:48 to go. Franklin is at the Black Bear 26-yard line in that no man's land. It's a long field goal. You risk it getting blocked, returned. Most likely they're going to go for it.
Mike?
Yeah, Byram.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. 4 yards to go. What's in your playbook?
Well, you know, you got to give it to either 14 or 12 or 15. Got to handle the ball. So I don't know. I quit trying to call them, but one of those 3 will have it.
Anders back to pass.
Oh, how about the
Incomplete.
How about the hole?
Hanley was the intended receiver, and he was wanting the hole, but
I don't know if he was. I was. I thought he got held up. You got the replay up there.
It looked like he was saying that he got the face mask held, but couldn't really. I don't know.
All right, so Daniel Lindsley, is out. He had a bad injury to his collarbone. I'm not a doctor, but something like pulled the muscle off it. So number 20, Chance Pitts. Coaches are high on this junior linebacker. So let's watch him a little bit this series, see if he's filling that hole. They say he's tough as nails.
Pisgah's second offensive possession. Blue goes in motion, and he's going to get the call, and Sawyer Blue is going to be chopped down well behind the line of scrimmage for a big loss. I think he tried to cut up and slipped. It's going to be marked back at the 22.
I think number 52, the Wyatt Insurance Player of the Game last week, Israel Jackson, was in on that with Pitts, it looked like, from my deep sideline.
2nd down and 14, so a loss of 4 for Sawyer Blue.
Israel having a solid year, Mike.
Yeah, what a good kid. Really enjoyed handing him that ball last week and getting the picture with him.
Clark grabs a shotgun snap, hands to Reynolds.
That way.
And Reynolds stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd and 14.
Byron, we've been watching Pisgah play Franklin forever, and it always seems like Pisgah had the 1 or 2 studs on the field. Mm-hmm. I don't really see that this year. I see a lot of good athletes, obviously.
Right.
But they don't have that star athlete that's beating everybody.
Yeah.
You agree?
Oh, yeah, especially on that old jet sweep that we chase all night. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Clark, 5 wide set, grabs the shotgun snap. Fires over the middle, receiver sat down, caught it, picked up the first down as it was complete to Caden Robinson, and that'll move the sticks. Big pickup of 15 on 3rd and 14.
And, Mike, I'll tell you what's made a difference for them over the past 5 years, in my opinion. Man, Pisgah's line has just, been dominant offensively and defensively.
Well, haven't they won? They've won the conference, I think, 4 years in a row, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
First down, Clark drops in the pocket, scans, flushed.
Contain. Hit.
Now going to just tuck it and be out of bounds after a yard gain, or was it a yard loss? I think he was a couple of yards back of the line of scrimmage. So it is going to be a sack, loss of a yard. 2nd down, 11 coming up.
Most places, if you called someone a mill hand, they would take it as a slight, but these guys embrace it. It's that tough mill hand attitude that they've had on that line of scrimmage the past 5 years or so, and I think was a large part of their success.
And they'll spread the field with the Black Bears. It's a 5-wide set on 2nd and 11. Clark, deep drop, being chased, fires at the feet of his intended receiver, Jake Lowry, a sophomore. The crossing pattern about the sticks, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and long once again, 3rd and 11.
I did click on the film to watch a few games of Pisgah to get a feel for it. Number 25 stands out on film for them.
Well, he is certainly a big-time player for them, and basketball player, great basketball player, athlete.
5:50 left here in the second, and this is only the second offensive possession for Pisgah. Franklin's had it twice. Deep drop. Clark looks to fire, heaves over the middle, and jump ball.
What a
intercepted.
Catch.
What a play.
Ty Hanley right over the top there, guys. Took it away from him.
I am so glad to see him back on this side of the football.
And you know, you guys didn't see it because it was covered by the team, but on that last series there, he got hit on the sideline, got the wind knocked out of him, and jumped right back in there.
The out jump, the Pisgah Black Bear, Sawyer Blue, to secure that one in the air and came down. First turnover for either team in the ball game. 5:43 left, second quarter, and the Panthers take over at their own 38-yard line. 1st and 10 as it's Davis Anders directing traffic. Sends 4 wides as he sets up at the gun, grabs that shotgun snap. Looks to fire. Going down the side.
Oh, what a catch.
Did he catch it?
Oh, what a catch. Oh, my goodness, what a catch.
Ty Hanley secured it at the 30-yard line. Here's the replay. We've got to see this one again.
Look at this. Oh, man, what concentration.
Got his knee down.
And Davis threw that just out back behind that defender there. What a play, Mike.
Yeah, and then also, you know, it's an out and up. I believe corner of my eye. Give the offensive line credit there, giving Andrews time to chunk that thing.
.26, moving clock. Watts, 30, 25. Did he lose the football? He was out of bounds at the 20, the official says. It'll be about it's going to be close to the 6. I think they're going to say it is a first down.
All right, now that we know we've got a football, let me call out 52, Israel Jackson, wrapping around there on that 29G, Mike, and really making some room out there.
Closing in on 5 minutes in the second. Panthers marching into the red zone. Their second trip into the red zone. Anders hands to Hanley. Right up the middle. Ty Hanley to about the 2-yard line. Another touchdown-saving tackle. We've seen a couple of those tonight. There is a flag at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a clear hold. You'll see it.
Offense.
When the
10-yard
replay,
penalty.
I think it was the right guard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There it is right there.
Yeah.
Slung him down.
Yep, I think is that Aiden Stewart. I got to get better, guys. We've not been here in a while, but yeah, had a 2 fistfuls of jersey on that one.
Heck, if
That was Aiden. Yeah.
If I was a high school offensive lineman, with no disrespect, you know, they're not professional referees, I'd hold every play.
Oh yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
get caught once or twice during the game.
For sure.
It's not holding unless they call it, right?
That's right.
10-yard penalty, that's a big one. It pushes it back to the 30-yard line. 1st and 20 now, with clock continuing to tick down to 4:37 left.
And you know, Coach Josh, if a play works, he comes back to it. I bet you we're coming right off that right guard again. Nope.
Hanley. About the 24, maybe the 23. Gains a good chunk of yardage back. It'll bring up second down and about 13.
Coach Brooks really feels confident about running off the rear end of Cameron McClure, Mike. He loves that left side over there, especially when you got Bo Paulson right beside him.
Yep, and then you got big 14 Watts leading the way for you. But Pisgah is stringing it out really well. I'm not seeing the replay like you are, but when I look up, there's really nowhere to cut upfield too much. They're stringing it.
No, we still aren't getting to the corner for sure.
Anders Looks to pass, fires over the middle, and incomplete. That hung up in the air for a while as Bo Pawson had it briefly, went through his fingertips, and fell to the grass. Incomplete, 3rd and 14.
I'll be honest with you, that was a really good pass. And the reason being, Davis was running out of time, and really like a step-back three-pointer, George did a step-back throw right there. And Davis is one of those kind of guys off his back foot. Look at that. That's nice. That's a nice throw.
Yeah,
don't forget that young man's going to play college baseball at Mars Hill as a catcher. He's got a gun on him.
3rd and 14.
Throwback.
Hanley caught. First down. Slung down to the 3-yard line. Hanley leaked out of the backfield. Nobody picked him up, but he was wide open.
Mike, you got the call. Go ahead right here. I'm sorry, he can't see the replay.
Oh, that's okay. Nice little throwback. When I saw Hanley going left and everybody going right, I've seen the play 100 times. Beautifully executed there by those two.
1st and goal at the 4. Hanley to the goal line.
There we go.
He's in. Touchdown, Franklin. Ty Hanley, 4 yards out.
Right over that right side of big Seth Brewer and Aiden Stewart on the right side, opening a big hole for a truck to go through. Hanley for 6.
Franklin now up 9-0, awaiting the extra point. As Daniel Riddle has lined it up to kick the point after touchdown. It is up, got the distance, and it's good. 3:15 left, first half. Franklin has extended that lead. It's now 10-0 as we head to break. Stay with us.
We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Franklin takes the turnover and turns it into 7 points. Now 10-0 your score. Pisgah back deep to receive the Riddle kick. He's going to kick it short.
Fair catch.
And fair catch by Titus Bridges at the 30-yard line. That's where the Black Bears will set up 1st and 10 with 3:13 left in the second quarter. And Franklin up 10-0. Glad that you're with us on YouTube and Facebook of the Franklin Panther Sports Network. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get notifications if you hit the bell when we go live, when we post any updates, we post any features. And speaking of features, we have one at the half. To stay with us, Athlete of the Month will be awarded at the half, and we've got a feature on that athlete coming up, along with the Panther Marching Regiment. Their 10-minute show at the half will carry it in its entirety. Gain of about 7 yards on first down for Braden Reynolds. Need to get out of bounds. Nope, the clock continues to tick with under 3 minutes left.
Speaking of clock, guys, you know, as we scored there, we drove it downfield. We only used 2 minutes and 30 seconds of play clock there. That's kind of unusual for Panther football.
Not one of our patented drives,
no.
huh? Yeah.
Usually a score is about 2/4 of drive. You know?
This season, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know that play we had over at Cherokee, 25 plays, 96 yards
Crazy.
for a touchdown?
Took 13 minutes off the clock. Clark waits the shotgun snap. It was a high one. Logan Free maybe a yard. I don't think he even got that. Down to 2:20 left. And also coming up at the half, Mike Wood will have a chance to catch up with Jay Brooks. And depending on how the last 2 minutes goes, he should have a smile on his face after the past couple of weeks.
Had a great chat with him before the game in his office, just he and I scratching out some X's and O's. Man, he's a fabulous offensive line coach.
They're down in 3. Clark awaits that shotgun snap. And we've got a whistle at the snap, and looks like Pisgah wants to talk it over. They will discuss, and we will take a break. Stay with us.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
Coach Brett Chappell called timeout. Cheerleaders are getting ready for the halftime festivities. A minute 48 seconds away from the halftime break. They're down in 3 for the Black Bears. Clark under center. 2 backs behind him. 3-step drop. Heaves. Caught. They want the hook and ladder. Was it a fumble's the question, because he was close to the sticks. Did he pitch it back? Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, that for sure was a fumble.
So it's going to be 4th down.
And just the I don't know who the trailing player was, just didn't get there fast enough. No. Free.
I don't know if he was down or not when he pitched it, but they said it was a fumble.
If
it's close.
Who is that?
Oof,
21?
wow.
21? Who is that? I don't know who it is, but good for him, because if he's a second later getting there, we're watching Logan Free in the end zone right now.
Caden Robinson caught it, and then ball popped loose there as he was trying to pitch it out on the hook and ladder.
Corey Carver. Is that Corey Carver for us?
Can't see his number on the replay.
Probably Corey.
So we've got another timeout as Coach Brett Chappell let the clock drain to 59 seconds. Mike.
So you guys remember the punt play from Pisgah. I believe
yes.
It was in the playoffs, maybe?
Oh, man. 2017, wasn't it, I believe?
Oh, man.
You know that's being talked about in the Panther huddle right now.
Dude. We're going to set up a wall somewhere. I mean, that was a hot topic for a while.
Yes, it was.
And remember, we turned around and used it somewhere later that season.
Yeah, we did.
So let's see what we got going on here. Pay attention. Brett Chappell, good coach over there at Pisgah, does a good job.
A lot of Pisgah fans watching. Have a tremendous following in Canton. They like us most of the time. We don't get too carried away here on the broadcast. But a lot of folks, I'm sure, watching, if they remember about 4 or 5 years ago, that play here at the pit. That was in the playoffs. And Franklin ended up winning, I believe, by 7 that night. They are going to punt. We'll see. And he gets it out of there.
Peter!
Nobody back. Hits at the 40, takes a Panther roll. And they're going to down it to the 44. 50 seconds left, about midfield. It's a pretty good field position. We'll see what Coach Josh Brooks draws up.
You know, George, on that thought you just had right there, I had somebody from opposing school one time said, you guys are pretty good, but man, you guys are so pro Franklin. I said, really?
Shocker.
Really? On a station called the Franklin Panther Sports Network?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'll tell you, we have, if folks remember us when we were on the radio, we've toned it down a little bit.
Yeah, we have.
We aren't as vocal
we sure have.
as we were on the radio. Anders is going to take off. And Anders up to about the 48. The good thing and the bad thing, I guess, when you're doing it on Facebook or YouTube. Folks can actually talk to you.
Yeah.
They can comment.
Yeah.
Hey, what are those jokers doing?
Back in those analog cell phone days, there was you just did it and let the chips fall where they may. But
you hope somebody was listening.
Yeah.
You really didn't know. 25 seconds. It looks like Coach Josh just wants to drain that clock. Happy with a 10-0 lead. 2nd and 6. Can drain another about 10 seconds off the clock and snap it with about, but they're just going to go ahead and snap it. And Watts gets up to midfield. 3rd down. Pisgah does have one timeout, but they're not going to call the timeout. That's going to do it. Here at the half, Franklin holds a 10-0 lead over the Pisgah Black Bears in this pivotal Mountain 7 Conference showdown as both teams have a loss in the conference, and if you go down 2, it's going to be difficult, and you're almost eliminated from contention for that conference championship. So, looks like Mike has caught up with Jay Brooks. Let's head down to the field. Mike?
Hey, thank you, George, here with offensive line coach Jay Brooks. Jay, you and I were chatting before the game. We talked about execution on offense and getting Pisgah off the field in 3rd down. Successful.
For the half.
Very successful first half, and it boils down to whether people like it or whether you don't, making plays. And our number 15 is probably the best athlete on the field tonight, and he's made some very big plays for us. And we result in a 10-0 score. We've had some assignment breakdowns on the offensive line, but I think that we're playing good. The execution has been pretty good, and I hope that we can continue that. It'll be interesting to me to see what they do adjustment-wise in the second half.
Yeah, because that first quarter we kept the ball, I don't have exactly, about 7 minutes, drove downfield, got 3, and then our other score we drove down the field in 2 minutes and 30 seconds of play clock, unusual for Franklin.
Yes. Yeah, well, the first drive was typical Franklin, 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, first down. We picked up a couple of big pass plays there in that last drive by Ty, and Davis is throwing the ball well. We just got to continue. You mentioned there in your first sentence about getting off the field on 3rd down. We can't give up the big play. They've had some big plays in all of their films in the second half. So we got to continue to play sound on defense.
Good deal. Thanks for your time, Coach.
All right, thanks, Mike. We're going to join the public address announcer for our special presentation.
It is currently 7-4 in singles, including decisive wins over Pisgah, who is number 2 in the conference currently. Abigail played the first half of the season at the number 1 singles position. She is currently 6-1 at the number 2 doubles position. She is also one of the hardest workers and sinks her heart and soul into the sport. There aren't stats for that, but if there were, she would be at the top. Abigail's family is also fully supportive in helping her achieve her tennis dreams. Please join us and get on your feet. Congratulate Abigail on being September 2022 FHS Athlete of the Month.
Congratulations to Abigail as we caught the tail end of the presentation. But good news, we have a feature on Abigail that we're going to see right now.
The following Athlete Spotlight of September 2022 FHS Athlete of the Month is made possible by First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental.
I'm Abigail Angel. I'm a sophomore at Franklin High School, and I play tennis. I've been playing tennis for 9 years, and my favorite part about it is my backhand because I can put a lot of power to it. My plans after high school are to hopefully get a scholarship for tennis, and I have not decided what college to go to yet. Our team goals this year is to hopefully make it to the state playoffs.
Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
And the story of a battle between supremacy between two pirate captains. The band continues their 6-week regional competition season this Saturday for the 35th annual Upper Georgia Marching Band Championships in Douglasville, Georgia. We continue to compete every Saturday in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia until the end of October. Tonight, we're excited to give you the full show of You Will Remember Me without some props and scenery. We have a special announcement. The Marching Panther Regiment has been invited to perform this January in Orlando, Florida at the Universal Studios Harry Potter Music Festival and Anniversary Celebration. And now, under the field leadership of Drum Major Jacob Cave, the 2022 Marching Panther Regiment.
Fate has brought them together. Well, actually, buried treasure and pirates brought them together. Under the leadership of a man, they all chose to flee. Let's see how they fare themselves under the helm of two women. forget the pirate code. Betrayal is definitely punishable by death. Avast, killing a surrendered enemy is not allowed.
Let's give it up for the Franklin High School Marching Band.
Great performance by Buddy Huckabee and his fantastic crew. They will head on out of here, and we will take a break. We'll have some stats hopefully here in just a few, and we'll get you set for the third quarter in just a few moments. Stay with us.
Leading the world in yarn manufacturing and fiber technology, Parkdale Mills Plant Number 24 is located just 18 miles from Franklin and is the largest private employer in Raven County. With 29 manufacturing plants in the U.S., Mexico, and South America, the Raven Gap Parkdale plant leads all 29, with roughly 3 million pounds of yarn produced each week. Our American-made yarn is used in popular printed t-shirts such as Fruit of the Loom, Carhartt, Nike, and Under Armour. Offering real living wages and benefits, our average hourly employee earns over $40,000 annually, and we need talented people who are ready to shape the future of the textile industry. To join the Parkdale family, find us online at parkdalemills.com. Call us at 706-746-5004 or visit us in person at 815 John Beck Dawkins Road in Raven Gap, Georgia. We are Parkdale Mills.
All right, welcome back, fans, as we are at the break here at the Panther Pit. You heard the Franklin High School Marching Regiment, and unfortunately, the first about 5 seconds of that, was that a Maroon 5 song or Bruno Mars? Or evidently, that 5 seconds did not G-haul with Facebook, and it may have even decided that YouTube didn't like it either, and it has taken down the stream. Hopefully it will come back here. I don't think it's visible on our Facebook page. And in the world that we live in with Facebook and the YouTubes, it doesn't take much, and it's very unintentional. Didn't even know they were going to be playing that little clip. We would not have broadcast. So if anybody has been watching it on Facebook and then got kicked off, or somebody is complaining about it to you, if your family member, that is the reason, unfortunately, that occurred. We submitted a dispute. Hopefully it'll be back up and visible on our Facebook page very, very shortly. So we have turned down all the mics outside so we don't get the PA and the copyrighted music being played over the public address here at the Panther Pit. Getting some last-minute stats here from Rodney and Warren. The Panthers hold a 10-0 lead. Took the opening kickoff and drained almost 7 minutes off of the clock. Kicked a 28-yard field goal to take a 3-0 advantage. And then in the second quarter, Franklin and Ty Hanley intercepted a pass from Alex Clark of the Pisgah Black Bears and took that turnover right about 60 yards and punched it in with the extra point, made it 10-0. And that's where we stand here at the break, Byron.
Yeah, and Rodney Van Hook's working with a new stat machine over here trying to get us some numbers. The two numbers that jump off the page at me is, for me, is the yards rushing. Right now, Franklin, 116 yards rushing in that first half. Pisgah, 11, right?
Wow.
First downs, 13-6. And so you're talking about, in terms of first downs, 2-1, which was also just about what the time of possession was difference for the two teams. So even though Franklin was scored on that one drive in 2 or 3 minutes, which Mike Wood mentioned that was a lot shorter than our typical patented drive, we held the ball multiple times there in that first half for a lengthy period of time. Matter of fact, started off the game, only got a field goal out of it, but it was a 7-minute drive before Daniel Bell got us on the board first, 3-0. And then, of course, Ty Hanley with 3:15 to go punched it in from 5 yards out to make your score 10-0 Panthers.
We had, and I won't mention his name, but the first name starts with a B, said, what's that team out there? I haven't seen them all year.
Who's this team?
Who is that guy
out
there?
Team?
This is an impressive performance. Still a lot of time left.
Yeah.
A lot of time left. Lots of things can happen in the second half, but really you've seen a renewed fire, really, out of the Panthers offensively. They moved the ball up and down the field as the Panthers get ready to kick it off to the Pisgah Black Bears as we get the third quarter underway. Our scoreboard, a beautiful on-screen scoreboard, is brought to you by Parkdale Mills in Raven Gap, Georgia. Committed to creating innovative solutions for the textile industry, and that'll improve lives and sustain the planet. Parkdale Mills, leading the world in yarn manufacturing and fiber technology, and they're hiring. They need you. If you're looking for a job, they're the largest private employer in Raven County, and they offer real living wages and benefits. Online, you can find out the job opportunities at parkdalemills.com. Appreciate them sponsoring our on-screen scoreboard. Riddle puts it in the air. It's going to be another short kick. Gathered at about the 28-yard line. Going to take it across the field.
Squeeze!
And run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line near Mike Wood. And Jake Lowry took that pooch kick. And we'll check in with our on-field analyst, Mike Wood, who was in that locker room. Mike?
Yeah, great halftime there. Had obviously, like they always do, a couple huddles. Coach Jay's got a few different blocking schemes on the line. We got 1 or 2 offensive plays they put in on the whim. I'm excited about watching those. And then the kids are relaxed and confident. We know they're going to go for the big play, number 25. We got to protect against that.
Oh, it is Aaron Clark check that. He's going to be in the gun. And he's going to fake the handoff. Clark will take off. And he's going to gain about 4, maybe 5 yards right off the right side of that line for the Bears. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, Mike, no doubt. Caden Robinson, number 25 for the Bears, 6'3". He's an athlete, as I mentioned before, basketball player. And they certainly want to get the ball to him here in the second half.
A 2nd down and 6. So gain of 4 on first down. Clark takes out, hands, met immediately. Braden Watts blows up the ball carrier, Carter Browning. That's going to bring up 3rd down and long, 3rd and 6. Here's the replay.
Braden Watts from that backer position just stepped up and filled that hole and buried that kid.
Matter of fact, I think he knocked a mouthpiece loose, guys.
Something went flying.
Yeah. Yeah.
3rd and 6 for Clark and company. They work for their own 45-yard line.
All right, you got to look for their playmakers. 25 and 2 there. Somebody's going to be touching the ball, one of those two.
Clark heaves it near side. Caught. First down. Pass was complete to Caden Robinson, the big receiver who has been targeted multiple times by Clark in this ball game. That's going to move the sticks into Panther territory. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Corey Carver giving him enough space there to make the pitch and catch, but a nice tackle by Carver.
10 minutes, 25 seconds as he did get out of bounds, did Caden Robinson. Receivers to both sides. Clark now going to bark at the line of scrimmage and settle under center. Drops back, going over the middle, has a receiver. It's caught. Robinson down to the 9-yard line.
Ben Waldrop out there, lone man in coverage. Just a slant route, Mike.
Yeah, pretty tough coverage there from Ben. Got a little height advantage, number 25. Looked like a pretty good post pattern. Like you say, man-on-man coverage. They won that battle.
1st and goal for the Black Bears at the 7-yard line of the Panthers. Just underway, 3rd quarter. Glad that you're with us on whatever the platform that's available. We were on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know, with the stupid copyright stuff at the half. Glad that you're with us. George Young, Byron McClure, Mike Wood. Great ball game going so far here at the pit as the Black Bears threaten, really for the first time of this ball game, as they are inside the 10, as 1st down and goal heads to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, Brett Chappell just realizing there in that first half, 11 yards rushing, not a whole lot happening there. Has gone to the air here 2 times to the senior number 25, Caden Robinson.
Gain of 3 for Logan Free. 2nd down and goal from just about the 4-yard line as they'll send receivers to both sides. Little Aaron Clark as he works out of the gun. Clark drops, heaves, back of the end zone, and it's out of bounds. Robinson caught it, but he was well out of bounds. Pisgah fans across the way thought that it was a touchdown as they cheer. 3rd down and goal from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you talk about 11 yards there. It's funny, the first play in the second half, Pisgah has the ball. It's a quarterback run right up the middle. That gives you an extra blocker. And then the next 3 plays, they're dusting it to number 25. So you can kind of see where they're going in the second half.
Yeah.
As you see, there's 15 seconds. Down to 13 on that play clock. Pisgah yet to break the huddle. Now they come to the line with 7 seconds on that play clock. They've got to hurry. Clark, did he get it off?
Got to be.
I don't see a flag. Clark.
Come on.
It was a direct snap to Free. Heaves, end zone,
touchdown.
Man.
That ball was snapped with 0 on the clock, guys.
Touchdown, Carter Browning as he slid. Pass from Free.
Look here, watch this.
Logan Free.
Watch the clock. Boom, 0 right there.
Yeah.
You guys can hear Coach Josh, I
Well,
think.
you can tell Coach Josh that he is correct. We've got video evidence. PAT about to be attempted. Kick is up, and it's good. New score with 8:54 left, 10-7 Franklin. As we head to break, stay with us.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy. or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
Here we go. Welcome back. George Young, Mike Wood, Byron McClure with you as Pisgah able to take the opening kickoff and march down the field to put the first points on the board for the Black Bears so far in this ball game to cut that Panther lead to 3. It's 10-7 as we'll have the kickoff now by the Black Bear. Still discussing that 25-second play clock on that last play. Ben Waldron looked like he had a face mask hit, but no flags. We'll be up to the 36-yard line, so the Panthers take over for the first time in this third quarter at their own 36 with 8:46 left. Again, glad that you have decided to make your Thursday night with us, whatever platform that you are viewing. If it's on your smartphone, your computer, maybe your smart television, appreciate you logging on tonight. We've got a good one. Hand goes to Watts. Looked like he ran into his own man. Like Hanley and Watts collided. You could hear the hit up here. Our field mic. Watts able to gain, though, 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Mike, is that a new wrinkle right there?
I don't know if it was run properly. I'm not educated to know. Josh wasn't happy about something, but Watts got hit behind the line and got 4 yards. That kid is tough to bring down.
Shotgun now for Davis Anders. Watts again. Chopped down. 3, maybe 4. 3rd and 2.
I got tickled there. I thought we had a kid that was getting ready to come in and hit somebody late. It was Andre. He come through there and high jumped a couple people.
Andre's been a faithful ball boy for a lot of years.
Yes.
Good young man. Working for the town now.
Anders takes off.
What a cut. What a cut by that kid.
Yeah.
Davis Anders to the 50, first down.
Davis looks good running the football, Mike.
Yeah, it's all blocked up. They had outside containment. He put his foot in the ground, got us the first down.
And this is the advantage of having a kid like Davis Anders over some of the other options there were for quarterback this year, is he is built to run the football. He can certainly take that hit and get those 2 or 3 yards you sometimes need.
Again, straight quarterback keep.
Well, you know, you and I have discussed over lunch several times. We're thankful that Davis got his mama's athletic ability.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I think Tim would probably agree to that too.
5-yard gain right up the middle. Just a straight quarterback sneak. And it's going to bring up 2nd down. Officially, they'll call it 2nd and 6. A gain of 4 into Black Bear territory at the 45 of the Black Bears as that clock ticks under 7 minutes remaining. Third quarter. Anders grabs the snap. Now going to take off. Follows his blockers. He's got a couple of big bulldozers out in front. And he's going to be close to the sticks. I think they're going to drop him on the far side. It's going to be a first down.
You know, Mike, I'm going to tell you, and this is a compliment I'm getting ready to make here. It takes a lot of guts if you're a head coach like Josh Brooks to take what most people consider to be your biggest offensive weapon in Ty Hanley and put him on the outside to give your offense a chance to find a new rhythm, a new click, if you will.
Yep.
It takes a lot of guts to do that.
Good point, Byron.
First down at the 40. Hanley caught up in traffic. And Hanley able to gain a half a yard at the most. Got to bring up 2nd down and 10. Need to mention once again our generous donations coming in on PayPal last football game. Thank you to everybody who contributed to our broadcast to keep these games free if you can't do it via the corporate sponsorship side. Joyce Hanley, Brenda Gardner, and Mark Guy. Appreciate you donating to our PayPal during the Swain game. That was a thriller, and this one is heading down the same path. 10-7 Panther advantage as Braden Watts Heads to this near side and gets to the 35 before he is stopped. Maybe the 36 they're going to mark him back at. So 3rd and long coming up. 3rd down and about 7.
You know, when I went on that hard close selling spree at Swain game, I had a friend call me that next week and said, man, you made me – I actually rolled off the couch to get my wallet. He said, you made me feel – I felt like you were talking about me. I said, I was talking about you.
3rd down and 7. Clock continues to roll. We're under 5 minutes left. And the Panthers will spread the field this time.
Look at that. Pisgah, 11 guys within 4 yards of the ball.
Anders takes off. Maybe a yard. 4th down. 4th down, and looks like it's going to be 5 yards to go. Let's say 4 on the board. We'll see what Coach Josh Brooks does. It is spotted at the 33 of the Black Bears.
Not a single punt in this game, guys. Or did I miss one?
Pisgah.
Okay, you're right.
That was the time we were thinking it was going to be a fake punt.
Right. You're right. Mike, can you do that too?
Very
can you keep
few
up with
punts in the game. That is for sure, as both teams have controlled the football. They've moved it, both teams up and down the field. One turnover that happened in the 2nd quarter, and that was an interception by the Panthers' Ty Hanley. They're going for it. 4th down and 4. Ticking towards 4 minutes left. Anders is going to take off.
Man.
Nowhere near.
What a tackle. What a tackle by number 24, Carter Browning, sophomore for the Pisgah Bears. You see Davis here take it off that right side. Israel wraps around, and I don't know what caused, and here's what's funny. 24 fell down before Israel could get a chance to hit him and just wraps Davis's legs up. So
turnover on downs as the Black Bears take over at their own 32 with 4 minutes exactly left here in this 3rd quarter.
What you want to bet? 25 gets some more chances.
Oh, you know it.
I see Clayton Gwynn paying a little bit more attention.
Clark directing traffic in the backfield down to 1 second. Zeros, and there is the flag.
I'm guessing Josh Brooks has something to say.
I'm sure there was a few reminders about that play clock into the ear of the official.
Oh, they called the timeout?
There was a flag, though.
Yeah, he threw the flag. Coach Josh had a few words, and the back judge said, enough.
Oh, a timeout on the field. Let's take one back after this.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Welcome back. Pisgah has talked things over after the play clock was just about to expire. They called timeout, used their first timeout. You see on our live scoreboard, brought to you by Parkdale Mills. They've got 2 left. A lot of misdirection in the backfield as the handoff goes to Logan Free. Free is up to the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. He gains a bunch, gains about 6. Look at all this
nice recovery here, but Israel, it's a nice tackle. If he doesn't make that, that's a big gain.
Second and down here, it looked like a gaping hole, but it closed pretty quick.
Yes.
Clark under center. Now he's going to shift into the gun. Receivers to both sides. Aaron Clark awaits that shotgun snap. Now going to heave it near side. Robinson caught. First down, out of bounds, 46. Caden Robinson, just a big target for Aaron Clark. Just get it into the vicinity, and he's able to scoop it. That'll push the ball across the 45, 46 officially. First down for the Black Bears. 3:12 left here in the 3rd quarter. as we continue to burn clock on this chilly evening, beating the hurricane that's coming tomorrow, moving this one up to tonight to get it in, so it's not a monsoon. Looks like it's heading our way tomorrow. Getting some more misdirection. Blocked pretty well. Braden Reynolds able to gain about 8.
Number 47, Nickerson on the tackle there.
Second down and 3 coming up.
I want to mention, too, I know we've got lots of friends and family who have friends and family down in the Sunshine State.
Yep.
A lot of viewers weekly to our telecast here. Our thoughts and prayers with those folks.
Free, dancing in the backfield, slips through, first down. To the 42. Logan Free picks up the first down for the Black Bears. A lot of connections with the Sunshine State. We're going to mark it at the 41.
We've got a Florida boy on the sideline, Mike.
Yeah, I checked on all my family. Everybody's doing well. And shout out my daughter Jordan Wood. Flew in from Germany today to see us.
Wow. Second down. Check that. First down and 10. Goes again on 2 minutes left, third quarter.
Coming this way.
Deep drop. Clark
Setting him
heaves
up.
it. Robinson, jump ball.
Yeah, good play.
Flag comes in.
Yeah.
It's a tough matchup, guys. Just a tough matchup. And I'm sure we'll get the replay right here.
And you knew that was coming. They had said,
sure.
they threw 3 or 4 outs to number 25. They're 8 to 10 yard outs, a little out and up. Pretty decent coverage. The kid was scrapping and fighting.
Yeah, and that's one where there was contact and no turnaround, George, and that you're going to get called for that one.
Yeah, but Robinson has a good 5-6 inches on the defensive back. I was mentioning it when he caught it on the sidelines, how big of a target he is. And that is most likely not the last time you're going to see a play just heave it up like that. Good things have happened in a ball game for Coach Brett Chappell and his Black Bears as we are under 2 minutes left, 1:59 to go, third quarter. After the penalty, it's going to push it to the 26-yard line of the Panthers. Pisgah looking to tie or take the lead. Well, they took the opening kickoff here in the third quarter and marched 4-7. They are marching now, approaching the red zone of the 26. Hand goes to Robinson. Or check that, Reynolds. Braden Reynolds to the 20-yard line. Gain 6, second down and 4. As it has been all Pisgah Black Bears in this third quarter, guys, as we are ticking towards about 90 seconds left, 95 officially. And Pisgah has been on the field offensively pretty much the entire third quarter.
Well, they took a page out of our playbook, guys, and spread the field out here and made number 25 a threat. And that's allowed them to run the football.
Clark hands to Free. Free chopped down after a 2-yard gain. Third and short for the Black Bears. We will be under 60 seconds when we have the next snap.
Something they couldn't do in the first half was run the football, and targeting number 25 has certainly spread us out a bit.
And only 11 yards rushing in that first half. It's definitely changed here in the third quarter. Down to 47 seconds left. Third down and a couple for Clark and company. He's under center. There's Aaron Clark, now going to shift his tight end. 2 backs behind him in a power set. Clark takes off, takes a page out of Anders' playbook, and he was pushed back at the 15 but got enough for a Black Bear first down. Stops the clock briefly, 27.4 left, and most likely they'll start to roll it, and we'll head to the fourth quarter. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 15 for the Black Bears. Yeah, they can drain it all the way down if they do.
Logan Deal checks out of the game. Aiden Stewart comes in his defensive tackle spot.
On first down, Clark in the gun. Fires over the middle, has the receiver. It is Robinson, caught, touchdown, Black Bears. And Pisgah has taken the lead. 13-10, awaiting the extra point. It looks like Robinson is hurt.
Looks like he got his ankle twisted up underneath our player there, but nice little post pattern. Quarterback put it on the money for 6. Good credit on that play.
Oh, yeah, it was bent back. Man. Oof.
It's tough.
Got caught in the grass when he went down and was bent back. So they will tend to Robinson before the PAT. Let's take a break.
Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Leading the world in yarn manufacturing and fiber technology, Parkdale Mills Plant Number 24 is located just 18 miles from Franklin and is the largest private employer in Rabun County. With 29 manufacturing plants in the U.S., Mexico, and South America, the Raven Gap Parkdale plant leads all 29, with roughly 3 million pounds of yarn produced each week. Our American-made yarn is used in popular printed t-shirts such as Fruit of the Loom, Carhartt, Nike, and Under Armour. Offering real living wages and benefits, our average hourly employee earns over $40,000 annually, and we need talented people who are ready to shape the future of the textile industry. To join the Parkdale family, find us online at parkdalemills.com. Call us at 706-746-5004 or visit us in person at 815 John Beck Dawkins Road in Rabun Gap, Georgia. We are Parkdale Mills.
They helped Robinson off the field. He couldn't put any weight on that leg. Walker Fox to attempt the PAT. Distance is up, and it is good. Your new score, Pisgah 14, Franklin 10. The third quarter's in the books. They've already got 12 minutes up on the scoreboard. So we'll take a quick break, come back, and we'll kick off the fourth quarter right after this. Quarter about to begin. We're going to kick it off. Walker Fox has teed it up for the Black Bears after the touchdown. As he approaches the football. Going to angle it. On a hop. Scooped at about the 25. Ashton Choate. Flags fly. Face mask will be the call. As Choate was drugged down. They'll tack on 15 more. That'll push it out to about the 40-yard line.
Got to get back to moving the football like we did in the first two quarters, but as you see, Ashton Choate clearly had his face mask grabbed. Davis Anders and company will, as you said, George, start about, they're going to put it about the 41.
41-yard line, great field position. Now trailing 14-10, the first time the Panthers have trailed in this ball game. They led the entire three quarters before the last play of that third quarter. Anders sent a man in motion. That's Waldrop. Got a hand to Hanley. Cuts it up. Hanley takes on a defender at the 50. Takes a bunch of Bears with him. Flag comes in.
Looks like it's going to be a face mask.
I would assume. It was right into the pile. Did that flag fly? And we'll see maybe here.
Yeah.
On the replay.
Yeah, right there. Little hand comes from around the backside. There you go.
Back to back. Face mask penalties on the Black Bears. So 30 yards of penalties. Going to push this one into Black Bear territory to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 11:46 left in this ball game. If you just joined us, we got a good one going on a Thursday night. Hanley, nice seal block, cuts it up. Gains about 5.
Nice block by Aiden Stewart. George, you called it out. Sealed off number 80, Matthew Bennett, who was sitting pretty to make that tackle. Till Aiden stepped up and gave Hanley the room.
2nd and 6, gain of 4 for Ty Hanley.
Sort of interesting here. We went back to the eye.
And under center. Anders takes out. Hands to Watts. Watts stumbles to the 32. He's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down. So 3rd and short coming up on our Parkdale Mills scoreboard. You see the clock ticking here in the 4th quarter, 14-10. Pisgah, Parkdale Mills, plant number 24, the largest private employer in Rabun County. They offer real living wages. They are hiring right now, and a job could be in your future if you log on to parkdalemills.com. Click on plant number 24. Committed to creating innovative solutions for the textile industry, and they want to improve lives and sustain the planet. Leading the world in yarn manufacturing and fiber technology, it is Parkdale Mills. We've got a whistle, and looks like a timeout. Yes, it will be a timeout on the field. Franklin wants to talk it over. With a 3rd and 2 coming up, we take a break.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
3rd and 2. 10:17 left, and if you're trying to find us on Facebook, I don't think that our stream, if you log on to our Facebook page, it's not visible because Facebook is really getting ridiculous with copyright stuff, and we had about a 5-second song at the half that played, and evidently it didn't like it, and it's banned us in 256 countries, according to what I read. 3rd down and 2, and it's Anders right up the middle for the first down.
Might I add, we didn't play it. The high school band played it.
It was the band. They were whatever.
Picking up background audio.
Your wife just I can't find you, and but we are definitely on YouTube. So tell your folks that are maybe trying to find us, can't find us on the visible side of Facebook. If you've got a direct link and even a shared link, you probably can get on there. But if you log on to our Facebook page, it may not be visible. Here at the Panther Pit, got a great ball game going, 14-10, 9:50 left, 1st and 10 after the 4-yard scamper right up the middle for Anders. Watts in traffic to the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 for Braden Watts. Panthers marching.
Nice run, nice block, and I feel like our offensive line has really played well tonight, Mike.
I agree with you. I think they're opening up some holes. They're firing off the ball. Pisgah is pursuing really, really well, though, scraping down the line. pushing everything back inside with the backers coming.
2nd and 6 as Waldrop goes in motion. Anders hands to Hanley. First down for Hanley. He's still fighting. Hanley down to the 11-yard line. Hanley taking a couple of Bears for a cab ride. It'll be first down and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, if nothing else, Mike, this has left Ty Hanley really fresh for this fourth quarter run here. As again, you say, oh, what a nice block by Braden Watts. He cleans somebody's clock and opens up that gaping hole for Ty Hanley, who looks really fresh at this fourth quarter junction.
Hanley right up the middle. Hanley to the 6-yard line. He's going to be about 4 yards shy of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And Byron, you know, Hanley's banged up a little bit. We all know that. That's no secret. I actually think he's running the ball better, a little banged up. Here's why I say that. A healthy Hanley's running full speed right through a wall.
You're right.
A hurt or a bumped up Hanley, his footwork is a lot better, looking for some holes, getting lower to the ground. You agree?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. He looks good running it here in the second half, for sure.
Hanley gets the call. Up the middle goes Hanley. Pinballing his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Franklin.
Nice hole by the offensive line. Hanley right off the left-hand side, crushing, banging, and popping into the end zone for 6.
8 minutes left in this ball game, and Franklin has regained the lead at 16-14. As you see, Ty Hanley just pinballing his way. He would not be denied. Daniel Riddle on to attempt the point after touchdown.
Big kick right here.
Bad snap. Kick is up, and it's good.
What a job by Ashton Shope. Great job, Ashton Shope.
We have had some good holders in the past there, and that was another good scoop there by him, and Daniel Riddle there right through the uprights.
Here's the replay on the hold. My goodness, look at that.
What a job. What a job.
Got his hand out of the way just in time.
Yeah. Nice.
8 minutes left in this ball game, 17-14. Your new score, we'll keep it here as we watch the replay of the unbelievable hole by Ashton Shope. Again, we appreciate everybody tuning in as we are past 9:15 on a Thursday night. George Young, Byron McClure, Mike Wood.
Got another guy in the booth.
A celebrity.
Yeah, celebrity. Should we give him a microphone? We're not going to give him a microphone, George. Kevin Corbin will not give us back the microphone.
We may give his son a microphone next week. That's the rumor.
I'll take Mike Woods.
Mike, he wants your job. Maybe we should give it another insurance man.
Oh, he could do it. He's fat. When you put a mic in his hand.
I know he could.
He's like Billy Van Hook. You can't get it away from him.
He said you're like Billy Van Hook. We wouldn't get the microphone back.
I said, Billy, before the game, we all know Billy, around here, love him. He said, hey, why don't you guys interview me? I said, we can't sell enough sponsorships.
Yeah, we don't have the time.
Another pooch kick.
Let it get it!
It's a loose football.
Oh, that's us.
Who's got it?
That's got to be us. That's Ashton Shope.
Ashton Shope.
Oh, back-to-back great plays by Ashton Shope. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. This is what's great about this is Ashton was the very kid last week that failed to pick up the kickoff in Tuscola. But heads-up play by number 2 right here to dive right in underneath the Pisgah player, grab that ball. Back-to-back highlight reels for Ashton Shope.
The Panthers have possession at the Black Bear 29-yard line with 7:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Under center, Anders gives to Ty Hanley, and Hanley able to gain about 6 yards on first down. There's some hitting going on in that line. I tell you what, there's some bodies flying and some blocks being thrown.
Somebody popped him right there for sure. But again, to Mike's point, he's running a little niftier. Can I use that term?
I like that.
Yeah, he's nifty. It's a niftier running by Ty Hanley, and more importantly, he's fresh.
2nd and 5, under 7.5 left. As Anders scans the defense, Hanley with it. Ty. Dragged down from behind at the 10-yard line.
Who was that pancake block there?
I want to go back and see it. That's exactly what I was looking for.
That was nice.
Let's watch. Yes, sir. That's number 56, Aiden Stewart, wrapping around on that ride to the left. What a block by Aiden Stewart. Pancake.
Hudson Smith brought him down for the Black Bears. First and goal at the 10-yard line. Clock continues to tick. We're down to 6:45 left in this ball game. Quick hitter. Watts to the 6-yard line. Braden Watts, a bulldozer. Right up the middle. They're going to mark it back at the 7, so a gain of 3. It's 2nd and 7 for the Panthers. Next week, fans, we'll be back at home 2 weeks in a row. Hasn't happened all season. We'll be back here at the pit as it's homecoming next Friday, as Franklin will host the North Henderson Knights at another Mountain 7 Conference showdown. Anders draining clock. Down to 7 on the play clock as he takes the snap. Hanley cuts it out to the end zone, dives, touchdown.
Wow, nice.
Hanley around the left side had a good lead block there from the receiver, it looked like, and Hanley just would not give in until he got to the zone.
Franklin now up 23-14, could go up 10 with this extra point.
That was nifty, guys. Check this out. Cut there, cut here, and then look at that nice little jump over into the end zone. You're welcome, crowd.
Riddle, another high snap. Shope gets it down. The kick is up, and it is no good. That one almost made it.
Man, he also made a great grab right there if they would have made that one.
Yeah, we're not talking about the points, but that still was a great grab. You're right.
58 left, fourth quarter. Franklin up 9 as we head to break.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.
Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms, Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
We're back to action as we just came back as the ball was secured by the Black Bears and brought up to the 33-yard line. That's where Brett Chappell's Black Bears take over first down and 10. As I check some scores across the mountains as we're approaching 9:30. West all over Smoky, 23-8. That's in the fourth quarter. Swain and Robbinsville got a good one going in Bryson City in the fourth quarter. It's Robbinsville up 24-16. Murphy blowing out Cherokee 35-0. And Tuscola is blowing out North Henderson, Franklin's next opponent, 41-3. And that's in the third quarter.
Noticeably absent, George, number 25, Caden Robinson.
And a handoff to Free. He is slippery. Coaching staff wanted a flag as it's a gain of about 8 yards for Free.
Yeah, they're wanting a hold, I believe. And
we're getting ready to get a flag.
we're going to get one, aren't we?
Yeah, that back judge's been wanting to throw that all night.
Yeah.
Gain of 8 for Free. And did they throw the flag?
Yep.
Okay, I didn't see it. Personal foul on Franklin. That'll be a 15-yarder. That'll give Pisgah a first down and push it across the midfield stripe.
All right, time to remove all the distraction right here. Now, again, Not on the field for the Pisgah Bears. Number 25, Caden Robinson. If you're just checking in, he was the playmaker that brought the Bears back here in the second half, but had an injury in the end zone.
Clock starts to tick after they whistle the ball to play. We're under 5.5 left. Clark grabs that shotgun snap, deep drop. Now going to be flushed.
Get him, Aiden. Bust him.
Now takes off. He's out of bounds at the 42. Gains about 3, maybe 4 for the quarterback there in Clark. And we haven't really mentioned, we mentioned in the pregame, haven't mentioned it throughout the ball game. So if you just joined us, these two teams have one loss in the conference already. Franklin's 1-1, Pisgah 0-1. They lost to Smoky a couple of weeks back. So if you drop 2 in the conference, it almost eliminates you from winning the conference and even securing a second slot to secure a playoff berth. But both these two teams came in desperation mode to keep their season as the playoff hopes alive. Power set. Clark hands to Logan Free. Dancing. Free to the 35. Still moving, and he's going to be close to the sticks. I think he's got enough for a Black Bear first down.
And Mike, I got to say, right now, Pisgah Bears, I don't know if they're sort of rallying around their hurt teammate or what, but they're running downhill.
Yeah, they are. It's pretty fiery down here right now. You can see it, and, the game's on the line. 4:52 left, running clock, 23-14.
Now go quickly. Down 9. It's a 2-score game. Now we've got whistles. It looks like Coach Brett Chappell wants to talk it over. That'll be the second timeout used by the Black Bears. We talked about the conference standings. Let's take a look at them. West Henderson, who is on its way to 3-0 in the conference, they're at the top. They are undefeated. Tuscola also on their way to a win tonight. They're also undefeated at 5-0. Smoky Mountain taking on West tonight, the battle of the top 2 teams in the Mountain 7 Conference, and it looks like it's going to be West that gets the best of Smoky Mountain, so that will hand Smoky their first loss. As you see, east and north, the bottom, they've already got 2 losses in Franklin and Pisgah there with 1 loss. So if you drop back after Smoky's loss tonight, you get into the middle of the pack, the bottom of the conference, and really almost eliminate yourself from contention in the conference discussion for a championship. Coach Brett Chappell has talked it over. He is set for a 1st and 10 with 4:41 left, trailing by 9. Clark grabs that shotgun snap. Heaves has a receiver. It's Logan Free. Check that. No. Racing down the far side, that's Sawyer Blue. And Blue is out of bounds inside the 10-yard line at the 8. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Black Bears. So obviously in that timeout, Coach Chappell drew something up, and it worked to perfection as nobody on that replay picked up Blue.
Deep into Panther territory.
First and goal at the 8. Hand to Free. And he is tackled at the line of scrimmage. Does fall forward. About the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 as we approach 4 minutes left.
Yeah, it just sort of, Mike Wood mentioned earlier, I mean, he's the one down there on the field, but he just looks different. His Pisgah team playing with a little bit more fire than they were just a minute ago.
Again, it's shotgun for Clark. Heaves. Got a receiver caught. Touchdown, Pisgah. It's Sawyer Blue who caught the 2 biggest passes of that drive. And Pisgah scores on a 5-yard pass.
2 sophomores connecting right here. Kids, I know my sons played basketball with both both great athletes. Saw your creeps in the left side of the end zone there.
Well, the extra point, which is crucial, could just make it a 2-point lead for Franklin. It is up, and it is good. Right down the middle. 23-21, your new score. 3:48 left as we head to break. Stay with us.
Leading the world in yarn manufacturing and fiber technology, Parkdale Mills Plant Number 24 is located just 18 miles from Franklin and is the largest private employer in Raven County. With 29 manufacturing plants in the U.S., Mexico, and South America, the Raven Gap Parkdale plant leads all 29, with roughly 3 million pounds of yarn produced each week. Our American-made yarn is used in popular printed t-shirts such as Fruit of the Loom, Carhartt, Nike, and Under Armour. Offering real living wages and benefits, our average hourly employee earns over $40,000 annually, and we need talented people who are ready to shape the future of the textile industry. To join the Parkdale family, find us online at parkdalemills.com. Call us at 706-746-5004 or visit us in person at 815 John Beck Dawkins Road in Raven Gap, Georgia. We are Parkdale Mills.
Yeah.
Welcome back. 3:48 left. See if Pisgah has some tricks up their sleeve. We're talking about it in that break on this kickoff. Scoreboard, fantastic on-screen scoreboard brought to you by Parkdale Mills. Plant number 24, the largest private employer in Raven County. They're looking for talented people who are ready to shape the future of the textile industry. Log on and find out the job opportunities at parkdalemills.com.
Here it comes.
It is out of bounds. That was hit on a line. Didn't bounce much. It was an onside kick. Walker Fox couldn't beat it into the ground and get that hop he wanted, and it went out of bounds at the 42. Yeah, that's what officially where they'll mark it. The Panthers will take over, needing to drain 3 minutes and 47 seconds to secure a 2-point victory.
I don't think there's any doubt we'll line up in the eye right here, huh, Mike?
Yeah, you probably won't see the ball in the air, and then, you got to think, work that clock, get a nice punt. If we don't score, hold them.
No gain.
And of course, Pisgah saw that one coming. We're just two guys out wide.
Well, at some point you have to look here, guys. That was a 2-yard loss, actually, 2nd and 12. Only one timeout for Coach Brett Chappell and the Pisgah Black Bears. So if you're able to get at least one first down here, you can drain an enormous amount of time off that clock. And most likely get it under a minute and a half maybe. But you got to get a first down. And goes to Hanley, hitting the backfield. Hanley able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe does get back to the original line of scrimmage and a yard further. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9. You got 30 on the play clock now, so you're going to be able to drain it down to about 2:10 left and snap it. And if you don't get the first down, Pisgah's going to call timeout, and they'll have the ball back with about 2 minutes left. Unless Coach Josh Brooks rolls the dice and goes for it on 4th down. So at this point, you may see Davis Anders take to the air. Shotgun for Anders. He's going to hand off. It's Watts. And he drives him out of bounds. So does that stop the clock? No, it's still rolling.
I think he said his momentum was stopped before he went OB there.
And now I think Coach Chappell has called timeout. Is, like I just mentioned, about 2 minutes left. Now it's rolling again.
Yeah, I think the clock operator.
Now Coach Chappell on the field, and he's going to call timeout.
He wants to know. He wants to know why that clock started back.
Yeah, about 5 seconds went off the clock, and that could be crucial.
I did not see him, the side judge here, I did not see him wave his hands up to stop the clock. You guys see it on the replay?
Nah.
I don't know if we got it or not. So we're in a timeout, 1:55 left. 23-21. And I'm assuming, punt is about to take place for Franklin and give the ball back to the Pisgah Black Bears. Fans will be back here for homecoming next Friday night here on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. If you have not already, go ahead and like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You get updates when we go live, especially if you click the bell and the notification bell on YouTube. You will find out when we go live and be able to tune in. Do appreciate you spending your Thursday night with us, a special Thursday night edition of Panther football. Rare Thursday night. I was trying to remember the last time they moved a football game, and I remember in 2015 it was against Pisgah. They moved it to Cherokee because it was supposed to be a torrential downpour and they needed a turf field. It will be a punt. Flag comes out as the punt is in the air. A lot of commotion. Let's unpack this.
I think they got 12 guys on the field.
Pisgah did?
Yeah, Coach Stevens is a counter down here. You know, that's part of his description. Oh, we got a flag.
Oh, that may be against Pisgah.
I don't know. That back judge's been against us big time. But anyway, and he counted 12 and made everybody aware, and then it's like a bomb went off.
Well, here's the official. See if his mic is working. Too many men on the field. That's going against Pisgah. It'll be a 5-yarder. Now, they're going to punt it again, it appears. We haven't did they wave the flag off? That was definitely a flag.
I think he was late. Oh, what happened
We
here?
get a first down out of that?
That was a personal foul?
Oh, it was a personal foul on Pisgah.
Oh, my word. Brett Chappell is going to – he might go into orbit right here.
But the official didn't signal that. I didn't see it. Did anybody see it?
Well, the official back here in the called the too many men on the field. This back judge, though, something happened with Davis Anders and the two Pisgah players standing around him. Because
Clinton is looking for the replay right now. We're going to see if we get a replay here. He's looking to see if we caught anything on any of the feeds.
Boy, man, if you're Brett Chappell, you
All
are.
right, here we go. Here's the replay. There goes the flag.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
3 or two? Is that 2 or 4?
It's 4
for Pisgah. Evidently said something. So it is Panther football. We're back to action. Wow. Watts. Woo. So Pisgah did not call timeout unless they didn't put it up on the board. Still have it up on the scoreboard here. So do they have another timeout is the question. Down to 20 on the play clock. So you're going to take this clock down to a minute and about 10 seconds. Wow.
Man, that is
It must not have been a dead ball penalty. Wow. A lot to unpack there. Hanley. If this holds, this is going to add another wrinkle to this rivalry.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, doesn't Pisgah have another timeout?
Well, they have it up on the board.
Yeah, we're showing it.
But I'm not sure because there was a timeout I thought called before that punt.
Well, the play that they thought was out of bounds. Now, Brett Chappell reacted differently when he met with the official at half field. Maybe they said the player was out of bounds. I'm not
10 on
sure.
the play clock,
I
so
don't know.
they can drain it down to 23 seconds. They won't. They'll just hand off. Hanley. Now we're going to find out. Does Pisgah have a timeout?
No.
Evidently
No
they
way.
don't. The scoreboard's wrong. So that's it.
Oh, my goodness.
That is it. Franklin's going to escape with a 23-21 victory.
Man. Well, I hope this
Wow. There goes the cannon, and it's a final at the pit. Franklin defeats Pisgah and snaps a 4-game losing streak to the Black Bears. Franklin improves to 4-2 on the season, and now 2-1 in the conference. Pisgah is going to drop to 2-4 overall, and now 0-2 in the Mountain 7 Conference. My, oh my, what a game.
Just a little confused there at the end, I think I'll be at home watching this, trying to unpack everything that happened right there. But what an odd turn of events, and first for the Pisgah Bears, what a fourth quarter, what a third and fourth quarter for them, and but some really, really bad mistakes there at the end turned that thing around. And then for the Franklin Panthers, just enough, George, just enough to ride it through and hopefully get their conference season sort of turned around.
Well, this victory keeps the Panthers in the hunt. They'll host the North Henderson Knights next Friday here at the pit. It is homecoming. Would invite you out, but of course, if you can't, we'll have it here on YouTube and on Facebook. Unfortunately, we will not have Mike and Byron with us next week. We'll have some guests filling your big shoes. Dustin Short, a familiar voice to Panther athletics, as he did baseball for a number of years on FSC. And also maybe even somebody else that we'll hand the mic to on the sidelines. We'll see how things shake out. Final here, 23-21, thanks to our fantastic camera operators, Philip, along with Christine and Braulio. Clinton, our executive producer, running the show and running those fantastic replays. For Mike, for Byron, I'm George Young. Till next time, so long, everybody.
The following Athlete Spotlight of September 2022 FHS Athlete of the Month is made possible by First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental.
I'm Abigail Angel. I'm a sophomore at Franklin High School, and I play tennis. I've been playing tennis for 9 years, and my favorite part about it is my backhand because I can put a lot of power to it. My plans after high school are to hopefully get a scholarship for tennis, and I have not decided what college to go to yet. Our team goals this year is to hopefully make it to the state playoffs.
Locally owned and operated, Tipton Pharmacy is Franklin's hometown pharmacy and can fill all your prescriptions. If you need a compound or a regular prescription filled, stop by Tipton Pharmacy or use the convenient drive-thru. Tipton Pharmacy is located at 175 East Main Street in Franklin.
Planning a kitchen or bathroom remodel? The first call you need to make is to Anders Custom Woodworking. Tim Anders specializes in custom cabinetry and granite countertops for kitchens, bathrooms, offices, and entertainment centers. From the large kitchens to the smallest bathrooms. Anders Custom Woodworking will make sure your specific needs are met. Give Tim Anders a call at 828-342-4222 for a free estimate today.
Leading the world in yarn manufacturing and fiber technology, Parkdale Mills Plant Number 24 is located just 18 miles from Franklin and is the largest private employer in Raven County. With 29 manufacturing plants in the U.S., Mexico, and South America, the Raven Gap Parkdale plant leads all 29, with roughly 3 million pounds of yarn produced each week. Our American-made yarn is used in popular printed t-shirts such as Fruit of the Loom, Carhartt, Nike, and Under Armour. Offering real living wages and benefits, our average hourly employee earns over $40,000 annually, and we need talented people who are ready to shape the future of the textile industry. To join the Parkdale family, find us online at parkdalemills.com. Call us at 706-746-5004 or visit us in person at 815 John Beck Dawkins Road in Raven Gap, Georgia. We are Parkdale Mills.
In open space, Hanley at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Davis hits one into right pretty well. Right fielder backpedaling. It's out of here.